Welcome to Cooking with Jess. We're gonna make a simple, fun vegan pizza. Try this with your littles. If you don't have littles, try this when you just want something really quick to eat that's savory, that's scrumptious, that's amazing. Ingredients are whatever you want them to be, but there's certain items that I want you to focus on, right? I bought a store-bought cauliflower pizza crust. So this is a gluten-free pizza crust. There are many different options on the market, whether you're gluten-free or not. It's up to you. But I want you to get a store-bought crust, or you can make your own. Thank you very much, oven. I got the oven preheated because this is going to go pretty fast. I got some hummus. The hummus is going to serve as our sauce, if you will. So I'm going to scoop this out and we're just going to move it around on the pizza. When I first tried this, I thought, first I didn't know what it was going to taste like. I had no idea. And then I started building on it, like with different ingredients and toppings that I thought would complement it pretty well. These are the items that I think complement it really well. It gives like a Mediterranean kind of feel because of the hummus, because of I have some black olives here, and the cebollas. I like the red ones because of the color. If you look, we have a lot of different colors here. That's what excites me about this. Outside of the fact that it's all veggies, but the flavor and the veggies with the hummus, out of this world. I grew up eating pizza. Personally, I think it was the best pizza in the world. But the pizza I grew up eating, it was, very, what I would assume is standard. And standard in the sense that, the same type of ingredients, right? It's some kind of homemade dough or made in the shop, in the pizza shop. And red sauce, some kind of red pizza sauce. And cheese. Some kind of mozzarella cheese, and it was outstanding. I mean, every time. However, now that I don't eat that way, I saw this recipe, made it. I used to make it on naan. That's Naan, naan bread. Whoa. First of all, you could buy naan in so many different shapes. So you can make it like a small, little, like a personal size pizza. You can buy them I used to get the little small like dipper ones, and with that one you could make like really like little tiny like mini treats. I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and start building now. So I like a lot of cebolla. So I'm going to, and I like it in strips, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 2 layers of this. That's why I have so many. I don't know if we're going to use all, but the goal is to put on it what you want to put on it. Get your littles involved if they're interested. If they're not, do it anyway. Because guess what? You're going to love it. You made it. You know what went into it. You're putting the things in it that you like. But that naan, man. Whew. Before I went gluten-free, that was the thing. That was the bread that I would use, or the actual crust that I would use. Now I have some zucchini. Boom. We have some, I'm gonna wait on the tomatoes because for me, like onions and tomatoes together on a pizza always have been like a staple for me. Always. We're gonna put some hongos. Hongos are mushrooms. These in particular are baby bellas, or sometimes called cremini. I like to add that on there. Heavy, okay? Then we're going to put our tomate. And look at these colors. Like, look how they coming together. Nice. I feel like I skimped on it, but it's okay because we're gonna add some cebollas on top, and we still got more things to go. So it's going to be filling. It's a nice snack. This is a nice size. It's not like a a huge pie or nothing like that, but it's quick and it's easy and it's gonna taste delicious. Now the thing about this is when we put this in the oven, what we're looking for is we want to bake the crust, but we really want to cook the veggies. Personally, this is personal, I don't mind if the veggies are raw. I don't, but not everybody likes that, and that's okay. So if that's the case and you want it cooked, right? And it depends on the type of crust you get. So like, let's say like this crust says it takes 10 to 13 minutes to cook. If you want to make sure that your vegetables are sauteed or cooked, you saute them first, and then you just, you know, you're gonna have to try to figure out like, is this about 10 minutes away from being cooked? Okay, great. Now let me put it on top of the pizza and then bake it. I don't want to go through all of that. So what I do is I just go ahead and I put it all on at one time and we go in the oven. This part, I put my ajo, I crush it, and I try to spread it around as best as I can. This gives it, this also adds on to like that Mediterranean flavor that I was talking about that it reminds me of. And I try very carefully to try to get it moved around as much as, or in different parts of the pizza as best as I can. Because when you bite into it, I want to taste that ajo in every bite if possible. And if that's not the case, you could add some more. I'm just going with 2. Like I said, I don't think this is a very big pizza, and I think that I'm able to get enough of the ajo where I want it to be. So it will roast in the oven. Since it's been crushed, it's not going to take a long time for it to bake. So it's gonna be cooked. It actually turns like this interesting color when it comes out. I'll show you. But it tastes so good. Tastes so good. If you wanted to take this a step just a little further, you can add, you can drizzle like some olive oil on it. I don't use olive oil. I don't cook with olive oil. I will use it in, let's say like a salad dressing, but I'm not cooking the olive oil. That came from my doctor. We'll talk about that another time. So I don't do that, but that's another option. I used to do that and that tastes really good too. You can also add some, I used to add vegan cheese to that. The particular one that I use, it is a mozzarella. I've talked about it before. It's a company that is really good at making, I think is really good at making vegan cheeses. So I would sprinkle like very sparingly. And it's really like the look for me because it's going to give you taste. It's going to add on to the flavor. But I'm not trying to make a traditional pizza that has like this whole thing is covered in cheese. It's just like for the looks, you know? So I'm done. I'm going to hold off on the basil. I've learned a long time ago because I used to try to bake it with it. Lord, isn't it great that we learn things as we get older, right? And it would just crisp up. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this in the oven. And then when we come back, I'll show you what it looks like and we'll get to taste it, which is the most important part. All right, see you in a bit. So we are back. We just came out of the oven. This is what I was talking about with the, can you see this here? With the crushed ajo, it turns green every time. I don't know what that's about. Can you see here? Every time. It still tastes great. If you know why it does it, let me know. I have no idea, but that's what it does. Sometimes it's not as green, but it always has like this tinge of green. As soon as I took it out, I sprinkled it with some oregano. Why? Because it tastes magical. You can also add it on right before you put it in the oven. It opens up, you know, the heat in there wakes up that flavor. It still woke up because the pizza is still hot. So when I sprinkled it on, when I just took it out, it's waking it up. It's waking it up. So that's really good. I am now going to put my basil. I live for this. This dried basil holds no candle to fresh basil. The flavor, man. So I put it on, and since, like I said, since the pizza's still hot, it's going to hit it with a little heat. So it might wilt a little, but it's not going to get crispy, which is what I learned when I used to put it in the oven, right? When I used to bake it. Not the move. I put it on after, but you live and you learn, right? And then this is just some red pepper flakes. I really like it because I like just a little bit of heat. So boom, you put that on there. Then we're gonna slice it up. I'm gonna slice it up. It smells so good. The stone is really hot. We're gonna slice it up. And as I was saying before, there's all different types of veggies you can put on here. You know, it's up to you. You make the decision what works for you. I like red pepper on there too. That's a good one, you know. It adds to the color, adds to the flavor. That also like intensifies that Mediterranean taste I was talking about earlier. Let's use a spoon and hold this because the crust is like that ridge around the crust is crusty. It is swimming around on this, so I don't want to lose. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wow, that's pretty. It's pretty. It is pretty. It's all the colors, you know? It's like the rainbow. It's like the rainbow. Rainbow of veggies. Okay. We're going to stop there because we're just going to, I already see this. Let me not get a greedy piece. Let me just get a little small little piece here, but okay. There we go. That looks so pretty. Do you see this? Oh, this is lovely. All right, let's scoop it on here. Look at all the purple. Where you going? Get in the party. Look at that. It's good. And if you haven't had this before, get ready for that first taste because you probably have an idea like of what pizza is going to taste like with a pizza sauce, but not with hummus. I chose roasted garlic flavor for my hummus. And then with the ajo on top of it, it just intensified. Oh my goodness. This is good. This is good. You should try it. You should try to make it and then eat it and then love it. And the veggies are cooked. I'm talking about, see that? They're cooked. Okay. It was great. I think you will love it. Try it. Let me know what you think. All right. See you in the next one.